Shout out to Stephanie Deuce for tagging me in this article. So there's been some additional information that has come out about Brett Hankinson. It's ironic because I just did a video about the court jester coon known as Daniel Cameron. So apparently, they have dug into the past of Brett Hankinson. Now, this is what I like to hear. Because a lot of times they always like to dig into the past of the victim, especially if the victim is black and the perp is white. But they usually leave them alone, especially if they are a cop. But they found some interesting information about Brett Hankinson. Now watch, I bet you they would bring up charges about this and not the things about what he should have been charged with as of recent. So apparently, and this article is dated November 10th, 2020, it says Brett Hankinson was accused of sexual assault in this brand new lawsuit that has come up. So I'm going to go ahead and read this article coming from WHAS 11. It says, an ex-Louisville Metro Police detective is in more legal trouble after a new lawsuit accuses him of using his position as a cop to sexually assault women. A 22-year-old woman filed the lawsuit claiming she and Brett Hankinson met at a tin roof bar on Shelbyville Road where Hankinson worked a side job. She alleges during a 2018 incident that Hankinson was in uniform and working security at the bar when he offered her a ride home, where she was later sexually assaulted. The woman said the moment left her physically injured and mentally battered. The lawsuit alleges the sexual assaults were a pattern of Hankinson's. It said while he was working at Tin Roof and other establishments, he met several other women in their 20s, also befriending them along with adding them to his social media accounts. He allegedly built a network of these unsuspecting women, and over time he insisted on taking some of them home as a good deed being done by a cop. He would use their vulnerability in their intoxicated states to sexually assault them. When he offered to take her home, when she was thrilled. He was a police officer. There was a sense of trust there. She didn't have to pay for an Uber. She was a broke law student, attorney Sam Aguiar said. In case y'all don't know who Sam Aguiar is, he is the attorney for Brett Hankinson. I'm sorry, he's representing the victim. We hope through this civil litigation that Brett Hankinson will be held accountable, that his conduct will be exposed, that it will be made clear that this is something LMPD tolerated, that they had notice of, that they never acted on. He said, in civil litigation, you can't ask for this to have never happened. You can't go back in time and day, and we want the result to be here. Result here to be, we go in a time machine and ask that you would have fired Brett Hankinson so he didn't do this to all these women. So you have to ask for money damages. The lawsuit also names former Chief Steve Conrad and multiple Metro police officers alleging they have a duty to report their co-workers for wrongful conduct. She said they took no action to report, investigate, or safeguard against Hankinson's abuse. Hankinson is currently wrapped up in a legal drama after he was indicted in September on 3 counts of wanton endangerment for his actions on the night of Breonna Taylor's death. WHAS 11 reached out to Louisville Metro Police for a comment, and a spokesperson said, we are unable to speak publicly on matters before the court and must cite pending litigation as our reason for not commenting further. I tell you, was always more under the surface. That's just like the whole thing with Derek Chauvin when it came out that he and his wife was engaged in fraudulent activities, tax and wire fraud. And I said, watch, they'll get them more so on that than what they should be getting them on, which is a huge, more major crime. Now watch, when it comes to this case here, if they can prove without the shadow of a doubt that he actually did this to this woman, then they'll actually go forward with their particular case. But we shall see what happens. But like I said, when it comes to cases like this, I say the way that they dig into our past, they need to continue to dig and dig and dig until they can't dig no more into their past. And you'll be amazed at what you'll find. Like, I'm sure when it comes to Derek Chauvin, I'm sure there's more stuff there besides that wire fraud. And I'm sure when it comes to Brett Hankinson, there's more to it there than this sexual assault. But don't just stop with them. Go after the other ones too, because it's not like they acted alone in their crimes. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments.